Flying Sparks, Excerpt 5. Sometime in the past, an unknown force had carved a shallow trench across the side of one of the small mountains that dotted the wilderness. It had puzzled Drake at first. The scour was nearly parallel to the ridgeline, entirely the wrong angle to be an old rock slide, and terminated in a near-perfectly circular clearing at the lower end. Century-old Douglas firs around the space abruptly gave way to a second ring, only a few decades old. Those were in turn beginning to produce cones and a smattering of knee-high saplings closer to the center. The rest of the space was completely given over to wildflowers. No matter what season Drake visited it, he found a riot of life. There had been an early spring, and many herbs that normally would have waited a month or more were already in full bloom in the mountain meadow. A white wave of foam flower washed in from the deep forest surrounding the clearing, sending up knee-high stalks covered in the delicate white blooms. Late trilliums hid close to the roots of the great firs, many having shed their white corollas and begun to put forth their bulbous seed heads. Fuzzy white baneberry blossoms nettled gently in the breeze. A riot of yellow and purple spread across the ground as vetch and buttercups and a host of clovers competed for space in the open sun. Great stalks of lupin as high as his head thrust up their purple and blue proudly from thick clusters of palm-shaped leaves. Pink shooting stars and violet harebells crouched under the protection of the larger plants. Indian paintbrush lit the scene with flames of red and orange. Where a spring seeped into the meadow, elephant's head flared neon pink and corydalis bushes put forth blushing blooms. Pale green wild orchids stood along the wet spots, and the swarms of bees danced from them to the glacier lilies.
Drake McCarty should have died when the flash flood shattered his leg, but something defied the very laws of nature to shield him from the force of the storm. Sworn to keep a secret he doesn't understand, Drake is swept up in a world where trees walk, mountains dance, and stars sing of war. Flying Sparks, 100,000 words of science fantasy adventure set in the Dying Embers universe. Two worlds collide in this science fiction novel, available on Indiegogo for the month of July 2023.